My name is Lauren. Thank you so much for coming and hanging out with me today. I'm a big fan of MŌDA brushes. I'm going to be showing you guys today how to use all of the brushes in their 5-piece Perfecting Pixie Kit. I honestly don't even know if the camera will do them justice. In real life, you can tell that they're clear, but you can see the rainbow of different colors shifting in the light as you move them. It's super pretty. And then the ferrules have this really pretty ombre detail. The bristles are white. Mine are clearly dirty because I just finished using them. So I'm starting off today with my foundation and primer already on because the first brush we're going to be using, I'm going to be using to blend in my under eye concealer. And that brush is the Precision Angle brush. So this brush has a really unique cut to it in that it's angled, but it also has a flat surface. So kind of like a mini foundation brush, it's really good for buffing, but the angle kind of allows you to get right into this under eye area without having to like hold your wrist at a weird angle. So I'm just going to apply a little bit of concealer to my under eye area. And then I'm just going to take this brush and I kind of start with almost like patting motions just to kind of move the product, get it exactly where I want it, spread it around. And then I can gently buff the edges to blend it into my foundation. And like seriously, that took all about 0.2 seconds. It was super fast. So if you're someone that prefers to apply their foundation with a brush instead of a sponge, and therefore you're like looking for a tool to blend in your concealer, this brush is perfect for that. I also want to put a little concealer on my eyelids to act as a primer. So we can use this brush to blend the concealer out on the lid as well. This brush would also be really great for applying eye primer to that point. So like if you were using a paint pot or really any kind of eyeshadow primer and you didn't want to apply it with your fingers, you could use this brush. So next I'm going to want to set all of this product down with some powder. And this set has a big old fluffy powder brush that is perfect for just like all over setting. However, I am going to show you guys another little trick using a different brush as well. So the highlight brush in this set is very, very soft and not super dense, which makes it really nice for setting your under eyes as well as applying highlight. So I'm actually going to go ahead and set my under eyes with this brush first, and then I'll go in with the large powder brush to set the rest of my face. I just feel like this is a little bit big to get like right up into the, tear duct area, etc. This brush will give me much more precision. So I'm just going to swirl this into my powder a little bit, make sure I tap off the excess, and then I'm just going to lightly tap under my under eye area, and I'll also set on the lid as well. Same deal with my big powder brush here. And this, I kind of like to just go in with almost like a tapping motion because I don't want to disturb my foundation while it's still a little bit tacky. I just want a really light dusting of powder just to take that extra tack away. Okay, so this set does not have like a contouring brush or a blush brush, so I'm going to do those steps quick off camera, and then I'll be right back. All right, and I'm back, clearly looking a little bit more colorful than when I last left you. So we've got a few steps left for me to actually finish up this look. So I definitely want to add a little bit of a glow to my cheeks, use this highlight brush as the name would actually suggest. Now, this is definitely going to give you a softer, more diffused highlight because this is not a super dense brush. So I'm just gonna swirl this guy in a regular pressed highlight, and I'm going to really gently buff it onto the high points of my cheeks. And it's just going to kind of give me a really nice lit from within kind of glow. So we'll just even things out. Really light circular motions. Gotta love a good glow, right? And I'm just gonna take a little bit down the bridge of my nose. And maybe I'll buff a little bit up on the forehead as well. All right, so we have one brush left in our Perfecting Pixie Kit. That is the pencil brush. So I'm gonna use this to finish off my eye look. So these kinds of pencil brushes can be used in a number of different ways. You can use them to highlight the inner corner of your eye. You can use them to smudge color out on the lower lash line. If you needed to do like a little bit of detail work in the crease, you could do that too. So I'm gonna pick up a highlight shade here, and I'm just gonna pop this into the inner corner of my eye first. I figure I'll go in with the lighter shade. That way when I clean my brush off, I feel like it won't leave a lot of pigment behind. If I go in with the dark shade first and then try to highlight my inner corner, I might end up with like too much darkness in the inner corners of my eyes. I think I'm also gonna take this up on the brow bone just a little bit to add a little highlight there as well. And then I'm going to put some color onto my lower lash line. So I'm gonna go in with this light brown shade first, and I'm just going to buff this right along my lower lash line. And then I'm going to take a little bit of this like brick red shade here, and I'm going to put this just in the very outer corner of the lower lash line. All right, so I'm just gonna throw on some mascara and eyeliner, and then I will show you the completed final look. All right, guys, so here is my completed final look. I wanted to channel fall vibes, and I feel like I did that. So I hope you guys found seeing these brushes in action helpful. I do think this is a really nice little set.